If you like the video, please consider supporting James Corp on Patreon. Alright, welcome back to week 1, part 4. This is the final 55 minutes or so on and so forth. So we left off. I did inform the players what they can do to signal that they work for the Twilight Legion, because technically that's who they're working for, indirectly through the Explorer Society. Or is it Explorer Society? Yes, Explorer Society. Yeah. So So as I was saying in the break, there's 2 ways of initiating the fact that you work for the Twilight Legion. There's the verbal, which is Lux in Tenebris, which stands for Latin Okay. Lux in Tenebris, which stands for Light in Darkness. I got rid of it, Doc. Did you see that? I just got rid of it. And then there's somatic operatives use a hand signal as well, based on the Legion's official symbol, which looks like a setting sun on the horizon. Legion's official symbol of the half-set sun is done by making a fist with one hand and holding the other flat in front of it to bisect the middle. Bisect the middle. It's simple and subtle. Oh, so is it like that?
Yeah, I think it is like that.
Yep.
Because it's in the front. Okay.
Yeah, bisect. Yeah, that's it.
Right, there we go.
Excellent. Yeah.
See, so it's probably not as weird as doing that.
It's more like up yours or something. Like.
It's just
It's a little more.
Spaceballs.
Yeah, and it says the public face of the Twilight Legion is the Explorer Society, a gentle person's club dedicated to exploration and cataloguing flora and fauna, customs and peoples. Most members of the Explorer Society aren't members of the Twilight Legion, but most members of the Twilight Legion are explorers and can call others of the organisation. So there's a bunch of people in the Explorer Society. I also need to send you that document at some point soon, so that you can read it for Headstone Hill. I think some of you have already got it, but I've got a new one. Well, it's not new. It's just might have been corrected. So last we left off. Betty and Adele, or Showboat, have gone into one of the many back rooms of Gaston's, and she says, "Can I see that letter, please?"
I might say that Lux in Tenebris. What was it? Lux in Tenebris.
Okay.
If I say that first as I hand it over, does she react to it at all?
Yeah, I think she just, like, as she's about to take it, she does that and then takes the letter.
Okay. I do have a couple of questions for you though.
She's like, are you here with anyone?
I'm here with my crew. My squad.
Your posse?
My posse. I'm here with my posse. Yeah.
She says, if I've got this letter, it means... She's like, wipes a tear away from her eye. She says, you had some questions.
Do you know the man who wrote you this letter? I'm guessing you do.
She says, yes. Ranger Carson was a friend and a good man.
I saw him in his last moments as he handed me the letter and he told me to give it to you. Would anyone would have been after him? Do you know anything?
Was that you, Emily? Was that your end? Was that Essex Boy Car?
Yeah, that was Essex Boy Car.
She's like, go. She says, she says. So, what was the question again?
Would anyone be after him? Basically.
She says, let's get your friends in here, and then I can tell them everything I know.
Okay.
She says, "Go with Jessica here." She opens the door and goes, "Jessica!" And
Jessica 1.
comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jessica 1. And she goes, in fact, it's the woman with the stake who came to get
That
your
was
steak.
Mary.
Yeah, but her real name's Jessica. Fuck me.
So she's pretending her name's Mary. Is that a French name?
If it was Marie, yeah.
Everyone's just going under different aliases here.
Yep.
Well,
Hey,
I mean, it looks like the woman that got, was getting your food, but they all look the same here.
Yeah. They're all actually clones. Yeah.
So Jessica comes over and she says, "If you'd like to point your friends out to me, I will bring them in one by one."
It's the group right at the table with the really drunk guy.
She says, "This is a saloon. That narrows it really down."
Front table, checker, left.
Okay. So Doc, a woman approaches you, like one of the dancing girls.
Yes.
She's mon ami, my belly.
wrong one.
She's like, she's like, "Oh, mon ami, your friend, your lady friend is waiting for you round the back. If you wish to follow me."
You are.
Absolutely, my dear. Please lead the way.
And she sort of gestures she does some hand signals to some of the other girls. And so she leads you around the back. And then shortly after, another girl comes over and she says, she looks at you, Billy, and she says, your lady friend is waiting for you round the back. Would you care to accompany me?
Oh. Well, yeah.
And then Harry, another French woman, comes over to you. You instantly know that they're about as French as the fucking town is. Just because you've got you sort of know languages, and they're just totally putting this on. And she's, my name is Jenny, and your friend is waiting for you around the corner. If you wish to follow me.
Okay.
And she holds her arm out, like so you can loop your arm around hers, and she sort of guides you round the back. And then, last but not least, Seamus. A woman comes up, and she's like, "Excuse me, Mister. Your friends are waiting for you out back. If you'd like to follow me."
Of course.
I mean, there is gaps between them coming to get you, so it doesn't look 100% like dodgy as fuck, but it's fairly dodgy.
Also take us to different locations first, and then or not.
And you're all eventually guided into this room with Showboat and Buffalo Betty.
Mm-hmm.
She says, "Take a seat." I mean, it's got some tables and chairs in here. She says, "Mary informed me you've ordered some food. She will bring the food here, rather than out in the public."
So kind. It has been a long day on the road, and we are all starving.
So she sits down and says, "I have a possible tall tale to tell you." She says, This town is run by a man named Silas Wanamaker, who seemed to be a down on his luck gambler until something changed a few months back. Now he owns a piece of most every business in town. Hell, he owns this entire bar. Enemies of his disappear and are never found. Me and Carson were working the case from different angles. Me undercover and him stirring things up. He even went up to Wanamaker's house on the hill. The big manor house on top of that hill over there? Yeah. He played some cards with him, trying to rattle him and stuff. I don't know what happened, but it seems he lost his ghost gun. It's a handy Colt Navy. He said he took off something unearthly. He must have discovered more though, because he took off for a Ranger HQ the next morning, left word with the girls he'd be back in a few days with some help or information, but I guess it ain't coming unless it's yourselves. You being here might tip Silas off that we're working together, and I can't have that. Looks like you have to take Carson's spot. The folk around town are no better or worse than anywhere else, but I've got this itch. I got sometimes, like something bad's about to happen. Something from the other side, if you know what I mean.
We should burn his house now.
Well, she says arson's...
What?
She says arson's a really bad choice because unfortunately the rest of the town's made out of wood and you may put innocents in harm's way. So no, that's a terrible idea. What's your name, mister?
You can call me Henry.
Harry.
Harry.
Yeah. Let's not listen to any ideas from Harry.
Sure, we're not burning any purple. Don't worry.
No. Matter of fact, we were
Houses
sent
should be
here
made
to,
from stone, not wood.
We were sent here to find Ranger Carson. Help him out with the disappearances.
Well, she said you found him this morning. You found him on your. If what Betty says, then you found him on his way back to Sundown.
Oh,
There
then
was
we
a-
brought him back. His body is going to be buried soon.
There was a bunch of ranches that were following the stagecoach, or so they say. They quickly searched his body looking for something. I assume it was the letter.
Do you remember what they looked like?
Nondescript, a lot of them. No one of them stood out.
Did any of them have any signs of injuries or anything?
Not that I noticed. I was more concerned with the driver and the passenger.
She said, "Did any of you get a look? Did any of you see if any of them were injured? Because they could possibly be in the a gang that
No, we didn't look.
attacked the stagecoach."
No, we didn't notice. The one that was checking the body wasn't wounded. So.
Well, that's a bit weird, isn't it? If someone just a cattle rancher comes up and searches the body.
And they didn't
Yeah.
have their guns
Who
out.
was it?
They said they were trying to flag down the stagecoach, and I guess we just took their word for it.
Well, she
And
says
there were 6 of them. So.
there was 8 of them actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, we weren't planning on a shooting in the middle of the desert. Desert? In the middle of nowhere.
I even built a fucking map for that combat, you fucking bastards.
Okay.
Anyway, so she's like, "So, do you have any questions?"
Do you know a man called Ace? Ace.
That's him.
The
Oh,
Carson, Ace Carson. That's
Um,
the dead man in the stagecoach.
oh. Sorry, I didn't realise we said his name. And then no.
Yeah. So basically, our contact is dead.
well, she is our contact, isn't she?
Oh no, he was. We were supposed to
He
find
was
him.
our known contact. We also had a
Yes,
secret
we were.
contact, which
We
I
were
guess is
supposed
she.
to. No, that's him. We were supposed to find him in town.
Well, no, she says I'm working.
No.
She says Carson was here working.
It's here.
What's the opposite of undercover? Overtly.
Yeah.
He was here working overtly. I'm working here undercover.
Yeah.
You are the secret contact we were supposed to find out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
She
guess.
says, I work for the agency.
So you say people have been disappearing here, and it's. I assume she also updated us on the Silas something maker.
Wanamaker. Yeah, she says,
Wanna?
yes, people are disappearing. At first, I thought it was the town marshal, Buck Norman. I assumed he was just killing Wanamaker's enemies. He's built for it, mean and cruel, but sometimes Norman was far away from where someone was last seen. It can't have been him. I think Silas is spiriting people away, but I can't figure out how. The former owner of this place was Twanny McGee, for example. She just upped and disappeared one night. The next day, Silas had the deeds with her signature. He said she had to take care of a dying relative back east, so she gave him the hotel and left that night without so much as a suitcase. No one can disprove it, of course. Though I've got the agency looking for her or any family members.
We need
Did you
any
open the letter
papers.
yet?
Sorry? Both spoke at
Did
the
you
same
open the
time.
letter yet?
Yeah, she's opened it. That's why she knows he's dead.
So the sheriff is probably walking with this Silas guy.
Or he could just be a little heavy-handed in his idea of justice.
She says he is a known bully, so
Yeah.
he might just take pleasure in it.
Makes sense.
Oh, excuse me.
He said Silas was a down-on-his-luck gambler.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he found somewhere to turn his luck around.
Yeah, I have no idea what it was.
What's the last disappearance? Or where?
Give me a second. Right, give me more than a second.
Trying to like get a location that we could go to.
So do we need any documents to be cousins of the bar owner? We have Seamus McGee, right?
I don't think we're going to be able to lie our way into getting the... We don't need the deed to the hotel. That's not going to solve anything.
Yeah, but it will make him mad.
Why make you mad? We just need to find what's going on.
So she says the people that have disappeared, Sister Bethany Black. She said the nun said she was going to solicit funds for a church in town, where she was directed to Silas's manor, and she never came. We never saw her again. Edwin Clench. He was a gambler. He disappeared about. So yeah, it's been about 2 weeks since when the disappearing. People wouldn't be disappearing for about 2 weeks. So the first to disappear was Sister Bethany Black. She was trying to raise money to get a church in town. Now we have that Reverend Samuel, who arrived a few days ago. Ephraim Clench, he disappeared. He didn't. A gambler who came to town disappeared about 9 days ago. Tiny McGee, who owned this bar, disappeared 7 days ago. And most recently, Deputy U.S. Marshal Christy Lapp. She disappeared 3 days ago.
Where did she stay, Christy?
She stayed at what was the fucking place I said?
Dorothy's?
Yeah, stayed at Dorothy's dormitory.
Dormitories.
Dormitory,
Maybe
yeah.
maybe she was on to something and got taken out.
Could be. And you say Tiwani McGee was the bar owner. Someone clenched, some gambler who just came to town and disappeared. And Sister Bethany Black.
Did anybody else stay at dormitory that has disappeared?
No, they've all stayed at different locations.
All right, that's good then.
Yep. Yeah, we can go there and
Start
not really have to overtly worry about that.
Well, she says, well, Gaston has rooms as well.
Would you prefer us to stay here or put
She
some
says-
distance between us and you?
She says it'd probably be best to put some distance between us.
Dorothy's place is the best because then we could search up where maybe the marshal was staying. In her room, maybe she has something left. I don't know. Anything left. So he lives, the saddest guy lives in the manor, right?
Yep.
Of course he does.
Well, he's got a piece of almost everything in town.
Whose manor was it before he got it? Within. Or is there any more enemies of his that are still in town?
Well, she says the house was originally built by Mr. and Mrs. Cadwell.
And they're gone.
They moved back east
Mm.
to be closer to family. The agency found them and we'd spoken to them.
Oh, okay. So they are alive. Is there anybody that's unfriendly with him?
She says, well, I mean, this is where you want to be talking to, if he was still alive, you want to be talking to Ace. He would have known more about the overt side of things.
Well, if we got to pick up where he left off, we got to start stirring up trouble to get Silas to come out of his shell.
Yeah.
Not get shot.
Yeah, I don't know about us getting in trouble so quickly.
Gravedigger could be bought for money.
What makes you say that?
Well, he offered, he asked for a bribe.
That's the sheriff, it was Derek.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the gravedigger wanted
the
to.
gravedigger, yeah. He
The
is open for bribes.
The Undertaker asked for a bribe.
Said
Yeah.
if we don't want anyone to know about the bodies, we're the sheriff because we didn't pay the bribe.
Oh.
That
Interesting.
means if the sheriff goes to look at the bodies, he would probably recognize the Ace as one of them.
If he knew who Ace was.
Yeah.
She says, I can assure you the sheriff may have arranged.
Oh. Okay. So not only is he just a bully, you think he's actually directly working with Silas.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the priest was very nervous when we started asking questions about the town.
Or maybe he just thought weird, but yeah.
And he has a nice stove.
The Dutch oven? No. Dutch oven is just like a large clay like cooking pot.
Mm-hmm.
Was it that nice?
But they're metal. They're the metal. They have they're wrought iron. They have legs. Sometimes, well, this one had legs, and they put it on coals. It has a lid that seals, and you can put coals on top as well, and you can cook lots of things on it.
It was irony.
Well, we don't have much to go by, but I guess we could either.
Is there
Go
anyone interesting in town that we should talk to?
She says, she says you're gonna have to figure that out yourself.
Okay.
Thank you very much. If anything goes awry and you find yourself compromised, do not hesitate to call for help.
I like to shoot people.
No, you don't.
She does.
Very
She does.
strange.
So she does say to you that I can do you one favor. I can set you up in the Sunset Arms Hotel on the across the street from here.
Oh, it is with the sunset.
Thank you.
Thank you. That would be
That would
Inside
be
our
mighty
sleep.
appreciated.
Yeah, and as promised, they bring out the food to you in this private room, and she says, "Right, fellas, I'm gonna have to go and do my performance now. You're welcome to stay here for a little bit, but if you want to go back to the table, and you're welcome to."
Knock 'em dead, Showboat. Knock 'em dead.
break your leg.
Right, she disappears, and you can hear music and cheering and all that malarkey.
All right, so
Where are we gonna stay then? Dorothy's or the other one?
well, the Sunset Arms are across the street. That puts us, at least we can keep an eye on Gaston's and protect Miss Adele if need be. I think one lead we can look into is Marshall Lapp was staying at the dormitory. We can see what we can learn from her effects if Miss Dorothy still has them. Maybe there's some clue in what Marshall Lapp left behind.
Oh yeah, because he stayed at Dorothy's, didn't he?
Yeah, she stayed there, disappeared.
It's getting quite late now, isn't it?
Yeah, room.
Oh yeah, we're not going to do that tonight. It's been a long day.
It has.
I'm just throwing some ideas out there. So we can ask Miss Dorothy about Marshall Lapp's stuff. She read the note to us, so we know what it said.
Sure.
Okay. Gambling is the key. He stole my toy. Well, I think that means his ghost gun. And that gambling is the key. It's got me thinking there's something nefarious with his gambling ways. Maybe he's cheating. Maybe he's and I look over at Betty. Maybe he's got poker buddies on the other side, if you know what I mean. Like yourself.
Have a bit of company.
Yeah.
We go over to, what's it called? The one over the road.
It's probably been an hour, at least an hour, so you can probably get your horses put away and
Yep.
get that all sorted.
Let's do that.
And you might be able to get some baths and shit.
Yes.
Ash.
I will fork over the money so that, just to be safe, we'll stable the horses for the full week.
Okay, well,
What
2
was the
days
name
have
of
already
the
been
place?
paid. What place?
Sorry.
That we're sleeping at in the end?
Do you guys want to stay at the dormitory or at the Arms across the street?
Well,
Dormitories. Because
Didn't they tell the sheriff where we would be at the dormitory if they needed us?
oh right, we did say that. But everything here is so close; it doesn't really matter.
Write him a
Well, just-
message and leave him on leave it on the door. Probably not in English.
We could. Some of us could sleep there and some of us here. But if we sleep here, that means we're using the ma'am's connections, which means we might be attached. If we'll sleep in the dormitories, then we are disconnected completely, and there's no line between us right now. No one would know that she's helping.
Mm-hmm.
Here's about that. Hotels have better rooms and beds.
Well, the hotel across the street probably has better rooms. But I have been told that Miss Dorothy does make one heck of a breakfast.
Sure, cool, guys. So you need to a week, 7 days. So you're paying for 5 days, aren't you? Because
No,
Yeah,
what?
we already paid for 2.
Seamus has already paid for 2. Yeah.
10 and 255 is $12 more. My mind doesn't work. Was it $250 a night?
Yeah,
Yes.
$250 a day.
Okay. Math people.
Just using my calculator.
Yep, $12.50. Okay.
Why don't we do one night at Dorothy's, or whatever it is, and then the rest we can do at the other place, so that in the morning we're there at Dorothy's, and then we can ask about that Ace guy.
Who we gonna ask? He's dead.
No, but he stayed there, didn't he?
No, we don't know where Ace stayed. We know where Deputy U.S. Marshal Christy Lapp stayed and disappeared. I think maybe she's,
okay.
an outlaw. I mean, a law person, a lawman came in. I think she was nosing around and might have caught wind of something going on and got taken out as well. It's just guessing.
Well, then we can ask about him instead then.
Yeah.
I vote for staying at the Dorothy's place tonight.
Okay. Let's go to Miss Dorothy, see if she's got rooms. It is late, but she's got rooms for us. And in the morning, over breakfast, maybe we can quietly ask her if no other ears are around about Deputy Lapp.
We could share rooms, have some dollars.
Well, it's up to you guys. Pick one.
Let's go to the dormitory and see what she's got available before we start
Let's do that.
talking about sharing rooms.
Yeah.
So the boarding house with meals is going to be $1 a night.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's per day. Yeah, so room per day. So boarding house is going to be $1, including breakfast and dinner. And if you want a bath, it's an additional $1.
Oh, most definitely. I'm taking a bath tonight.
So that's $2 per person.
Yep.
That's 5 of us. That's
$20. $10.
$10.
We can
Okay.
get breakfast
for
in the
myself.
morning. There we
I'll
go.
pay for myself.
Yep.
So each one takes down 2, or somebody paid.
I pay for the horses.
Okay.
I'm bouncing the horses, but everybody cover your own room and bath.
Yeah, she's got
Horses.
enough rooms to give you all. You can either. She's got some options. You can share 2 people to a room, or 1 bedroom, or she's got a couple of like single beds.
Take a single bed.
There you go. We will be within earshot should you need our assistance, Miss Betty.
So yes, it'll be $5 in total. 5 plus if you're all having baths, that's $10, isn't it? $10 in total.
Okay.
That's for 5 days, yeah.
She does say, are you here for the showdown on not tomorrow but the day after?
I put a hand on Harry's shoulder. I think Harry might participate in that.
The showdown.
There's a sharpshooter competition in a day or two.
Oh.
So
So no,
that's right up your alley.
yeah.
Sharpshooter, you say?
She says, it's not really it's a quick draw event, you know.
Oh, quick draw. I misspoke. A little fall into my cups.
Sabers, quick draw, or guns?
Guns.
I participate in both of them.
Well, I hope you're any good because, you know, some of these people, some of the people that come here are superb.
What?
May I ask a stupid question? I'm not a man who is familiar with guns as much as my comrades, but this quick draw competition, it's not against living targets, is it?
Yes.
So it's an actual shootout.
Yeah.
Oh,
So men will be shooting at each other.
Yeah. They generally wear a boilerplate, and I mean, people don't. Not everyone wears one if they don't want to, but they have to wear the boilerplate if they want to wear any armor of sorts. Unfortunately, she says there are accidents, but
the cold shot work.
How skilled is your local barber in medicinal practices?
She says, barber?
I saw a barber shop coming in, didn't I?
She says, oh, the twins are quite good, especially if you're up for a debate.
Debate? What do you mean debate?
A discussion.
To talk.
What do you mean? Like, what did they talk about? That it's known for.
Well, they both pick a side, like one side or the other side, and then they have a debate, and each customer tips. They take for tips, and whoever gets the most tips, wins the debate, and that gets posted up for the next day.
That sounds fun.
Maybe you should look into that. Billy.
Much more than shooting each other.
Yo.
But she says, well, that is just the barber shop. That's the. She points over to it. It's. Oh no, we're not on this map. Let me just. Can I bring everyone over to here? Yep. She says, it's that building over there, next to the right of the of Gaston's.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Maybe I'll go get a haircut.
Well, back in those days, barbers were also known as your dentists and doctors, for lack of anybody else.
She says, yeah, they do have some minor medical services as well. That's
apply my
Mark.
skills after the competition.
You want to it's run by the X-Start twins.
X.
I think I'm pronouncing that right. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
So we give them the debate about the the person that lives on the hill, and we start the killing.
Shit. But yeah, she's like, she says, it is getting late here, and I do have a curfew. Okay, if you're going to come back, you got to be back in the house by 9 p.m.
Yes, ma'am.
20 after 11 now.
Ignore that time. I actually ran out.
Yeah, I have a clock, so it's fine.
Do we need to go somewhere?
I gotta watch.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
Do we need to visit anything else?
I'm going to take a bath and finish this open bottle in the privacy of my own room.
Yes, no one shares rooms. Oh, great.
I don't mind sharing the room.
I've got my own room.
But you sharing a room. You don't shoot people while you're sleeping, right?
No, I just cut you.
You just what?
I just cut with my saber. It's quieter. I
Cuddles
want
with
to
his
wake them
saber.
up.
Well, she says, well, I've only got 2 single rooms left. The rest are double.
Oh,
Dibs.
Well, dibs were already called, I believe. But that means wait. But 2 singles means 3 people. One of them will get a double room by himself, I guess.
yeah.
Well, then
No,
she says,
they'll-
well, she says, oh no, you'll have to share it with someone else.
You will
Oh.
get a roommate.
Do you know
Well,
who?
tell you what. How about Billy and Harry share a room, and I'll share a room with Mr. McMasters, and Betty can have a single room by herself rather than her getting stuck with some stranger as a roommate.
I don't know.
That sounds reasonable.
Oh, I probably should stop the fucking slow music.
Oh, that's
It's just very loud. Don't they have a sound curfew?
You can turn
turned
it
down a long time ago.
You can turn it down on your own end.
I know. Giving you a hard time.
I was hearing something. I didn't know what is there.
Yeah, there's actually talking in that soundtrack.
Yeah. What's it? Someone new?
Well, you guys tired, or do you guys wanna
I'm going to get a
do
bath.
something? Yeah,
Okay,
bath.
If you guys want to wander around and ask a few more
Yeah, we'll
questions,
take-
feel free.
It will take her about an hour to get the baths prepared.
Okay. That's fine. I'm not going anywhere.
Well, there's a lot of bars here, so maybe could go have some fun.
I'm
She
really
says,
tired.
well, she says it's half 8, so you've only got half hour anyway before I lock up.
Yep.
We could leave a message for the sheriff that we are staying here.
Well, he knows. You told him, right?
Yeah, it's the same place that we
Okay.
told him.
He knows where you're at.
He always watches.
Who cares? I have something to show him.
Don't want to see his Willie.
Dark side of the moon.
So, shall we? Right, I think so. As you will have your baths and go to bed, we will begin the next day, next week.
Yep.
Okay. So,
How do you want to wrap up?
well, I'm just gonna bookend it with basically people giving themselves shout outs. So we'll start with Fluffy. Fluffy, why don't you give yourself a little shout out?
Hey, I'm Henry, also known as Fluffy the Necromancer. I stream for Vinni GMing Mondays and Wednesday nights at 8:30 p.m. on our Twitch channel. You can join me there and have some fun. And I play Seamus McMasters. And I'm going to shoot things in the face.
Thank you, Philip.
You can find me on James's Discord and on Sigmaru Sundays whenever they come up.
There should be one. Well, we might not be. I don't know if we're doing Simverum. I know Scott wanted to do his liminal game,
yeah.
so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Vinny.
Hi, I am Vinny the Troll, and I play Doc Irons. And you can find me on James's Discord on the Real Winning Gaming Discord, and Sunday nights, 6 p.m. Eastern, either running Malhaven or playing in our Eldritch Horror game, which runs on the weeks we're not playing Malhaven.
You know, I've offered to run a Deadlands game on that time slot as well. Right?
I heard. Please. When I take a break, the slot is yours.
Emily.
I am Emily, also the Sim herself. I'm on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff. I make stupid Sims content online. I'm also going to start branching into Pokemon as well. I also do Curse of Strahd on James's channel on a Saturday, so you can catch me there also.
Errors?
Nothing to shout out. You can find me on James's Discord. And I'm going to try to make sure they don't shoot people. And no one shoots anyone. But I'll probably fail miserably.
Yeah, being a Western style game.
Yeah.
Only real cowboys can play, allegedly.
Yeah, shout out to that guy.
Who doesn't exist? There is no such thing.
Okay, as for me, don't forget to join Discord if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/JamesCorpTV. You will see me when I'm going live. Also, we'll link to YouTube videos when they get posted up. Patreons generally get about a week of it beforehand. It will be posted on Patreon about a week. If you want to watch it early, it's as little as £1 a month to do that. And then check out my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already, and click like and subscribe. Other than that, I'd like to thank my players for playing. It's been a lot of fun tonight. Thank you. It was a bit slow, but I wanted to give them a chance to get into character and roleplay, which is definitely what you want to do in the first session, because it's always the awkward session, right? But other than that, I'd like to thank everyone for playing, and we will see you next time. What's the next on? Next on is actually Curse of Strahd on Saturday, so we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.